would like to find out from you. They've given us a report in terms of their penetration that was not as successful as they expected. What do you think is responsible that we can learn from? Because what is going on now with some of the isolated incidences we've had with CNG, and then this report from Malaysia is further increasing that conversion hesitancy for Nigerians?
Okay, a few things. I'll take Malaysia. I did look at Malaysia. I did look at the US. You'll recall, I'll start from the US and then go to Malaysia. The US, it was going to take flight in the US about the time you had Trump coming. And fuel prices then went down. And people got disinterested. And also, government didn't do enough to put in infrastructure. And that's a fear I have also with us. Infrastructure, people just weren't interested. The fuel prices aren't crazy, so why should I convert my vehicle? It's a bit expensive. I've got a vehicle and then I need to then convert. I think Honda did produce a Civic with natural gas usage, and people didn't really buy it, and they stopped doing it. So at times, so many factors come together to work against something, and then consistency. Maybe Biden had started and Obama may have started it. Trump got in and didn't see the need. He said, "Drill, baby, drill," and everyone was drilling for oil too, and prices went down. So all of these are things we can learn from. Malaysia too. There wasn't sufficient interest from the people. They've got good roads, all of that infrastructure. They complained about one insufficient infrastructure, infrastructure for buying the CNG itself. And the people who were interested, then people spoke about warranties in their vehicles. Those were challenges for them. So it was more around people not being that interested. And if you have a good transport system, and you're not going to spend so much fueling your vehicle every now and then, you're going to say, why do I want to take the risk? Why do I want to damage my vehicle? I think those are psychological challenges. And human beings by nature do not really like change, particularly where the change is a difficult one. And they have to choose between two evils at times. They just don't want to do it. So that doesn't then mean we won't succeed if government goes all the way. And there's consistency. Government does enough to encourage people from a fiscal standpoint. Government does enough to encourage infrastructure. If you don't have all of this in place, you just find out that people are not interested. If my car is 1 or 2 years old, I'm not going to want to do that. If it's a luxury car, I'm not going to want to do that. So it's probably going to succeed more around public transport, in my own view, than the private sector. I do not know any friend of mine who's converted, for example. So whilst I don't think it will necessarily fail, I think that government needs to do a lot beyond just speaking. They need to encourage people more. They need to give people a reason. And I see some of those being done. Like they say you can pay in installments, you can get it done now, not necessarily finish payment. The question then is we should find out how many people have been onboarded. We need data, we need statistics. All of those help. If you ensure that it's not kept in shrouded in some form of secrecy, then people can begin to see. And part of the challenge we also have in this part of the world is the trust quotient people have in government and in governance. So if once there's a conspiracy theory against any policy government wants to do, more people seem to fall and support that because of the trust quotient over time.